Hello, I'm Kevin Mallon. I'm the director of the Aradia Ensemble.
And I'm Marion Newman, Mezzo Soprano.
I first met Marion in about 2003 when the Aradia Ensemble was recording Charpentier's Messe de Minuit, and in the Mass the composer asks for renditions of the different Noëls, and so I decided that in June Pucelle we should do in a Canadian version, which is called the Huron Carol. And you sang it in the original language.
In the original language, yes.
And then I remember I remember inviting you for a cup of coffee. Do you remember what you said?
Did I tell you you were crazy? Or?
No, you said yes. No, you said, can my boyfriend come along?
Oh.
But since that time, Marion and I have done many productions together. Marion came to Ireland to do Carmen.
Yes.
It's quite a funny story attached to that, because the girl who was originally supposed to do Carmen, she insisted on having an understudy. Do you remember? And I couldn't understand what this was for. So I said to Marion one day, I said, would you like to come to Ireland and just hang out and be understudy?
I loved the idea.
When we got to Ireland, we found out the girl doing Carmen was pregnant. Do you remember?
Like visibly pregnant.
Visibly pregnant. So basically we fired her and Marion did the job.
Yeah, I had 5 days to stage the entire thing. It was very exciting.
And then because you did such a great job, you came back and did Rosina in Barbara Seville.
Yeah, fantastic production.
And we've done lots of productions here too. Like we did Griselda of Vivaldi.
Yes.
You were the main part in that.
And a recording of that as well.
Yep. But over the years we've talked about doing collaboration of Aboriginal First Nations. And I was always a little bit nervous about doing it, because unless we were able to do something sympathetic.
Right.
We both agreed that, unfortunately, it seems that as far as Aboriginal arts are concerned, that all too often they're just kind of paraded out as some sort of special effect or some sort of trendy thing. And I didn't
want just the Disney version, the movie version, which is not realistic.
And I didn't want that. If we collaborated, I didn't want that to be the case. So Marion's father is also a great mask maker. Does he specialise in masks? He's an
artist. Not particularly. Totem poles, masks. He used to do a lot of jewellery.
Right. And then his brother is a dancer? Singer.
Yeah, he's not actually a brother, but we call him my uncle. He's a cousin.
Right. And then you have a cousin who's also a dancer.
Yes.
And we hit on the idea of having the whole family collaborate. And then one of the themes was the Thunderbird. So why don't you mention what the Thunderbird is?
The Thunderbird is a mythical creature which represents... well, it's the most powerful of mythical creatures. It represents the thunder and the lightning that comes from the sky, that kicks up the winds, that create change. It's a very powerful creature, and it's also one of my family crests. And it's a very special thing for my family to be allowed to dance these masks and present this music, the traditional potlatch songs.
That's really great. And so that gave us the inspiration for this whole concert called the Thunderbird. And what I did is I've chosen Baroque music to go with that, that has the same type of theme of the natural elements coming into play in the same way as the Thunderbird, with all the lightning from his eyes and everything. So we're going to do two sort of Baroque sets. One is Matthew Locke's The Tempest music, which is kind of unusual music inside the kind of Baroque canon as it is. And then we're going to do a piece by Clérambault called La Muse d'Opéra. And that again is one of the muses talking about these different otherworldly effects. So this is a concert we're going to do next week, May 15th, at the Glenn Gould Studio, 8 p.m. And
beautiful music, traditional dance, traditional
and then
music.
Weaving the whole thing together, we're going to do a piece by a young composer, Dustin Peters. At the end, we've commissioned him to write a new piece for all the forces involved. So I think it should be quite a nice
I think it's going to be amazing.
Come to it.
Please.
Yes.